Bangor man's facing drug charges after police reportedly found illegal drugs in the scooter he was on. 56-year-old David Costa was arrested on Friday. That's according to Bangor police. Costa was stopped after an officer says he noticed the Vespa scooter Costa was driving didn't have a license plate displayed. The officer says at first Costa gave a fake name and date of birth, but then eventually handed over his main ID. That's when police discovered Costa had his driving privilege revoked and there was a warrant for his arrest. A search of the storage compartment in the scooter reportedly revealed cocaine, fentanyl, heroin, and a large amount of cash.